What are the next operators? Bitwise operators. You know, bitwise operators, logical and logical are almost same. Okay, no? They are almost same. Okay. Please try to answer all these questions first, and I will take you to the expression and different programs on that. How many operators and what are they? As part of bitwise operators, we have 4 operators. They are single and, single or, cap, and tilde operator. Single and is called logical and, single or is called logical or, cap is called logical XOR. Sorry, bitwise, na. Single and is called bitwise and, singular is called bitwise or, cap is called bitwise XOR, and tilde is called bitwise complement operator. Okay, bitwise complement operator. Okay, then try to answer now. What is the use of these operators? If you want to perform calculations based on bits, okay, if you want to calculations at bit level, means I want to convert the value, decimal value, to binary, zeros and ones, and then perform additions. Okay, then you have to go for bitwise operator. If you want to perform operations at bit level, memory level with binary values, you must use bitwise operators. What type of operators these are? These are binary operator, but bitwise complement operator is unary operator. Next, operator result type. These operators will generate number. Okay, they takes number as a input, also boolean as a input, but generate result is a number. Both it will take. It will take number, also take boolean. Allowed operands are, you can take only, okay, you can take literal, variable, expression, method call. Any of the 4 operands you can take, but the types of operands must be either number, float double will not come, only integer numbers, byte, short, int, long, character is allowed. Okay, byte, short, int, long, and character. Why float and double not allowed? Because binary, you cannot convert float and double to binary. Only decimal value you can convert, only integer value you can convert it to binary. Okay, byte, short, int, long, char, and boolean allowed. Okay, float, double, string, array object, class objects are not allowed. Next, what the result type? Result type is integer. Integer is the result type. Next, where are allowed to place in expression? They are allowed to place only as method argument, method return type, variable assignment, and the variable type must be int type. These are the points you need to understand. Operator precedence and associativity. What is the operator precedence? First, bitwise and executed, then bitwise exclusive or cap executed, then bitwise inclusive or are executed. These 3 are binary operators. These binary operators are always executed after bitwise complement operator executed, unary. So what is the order executed? Bitwise complement operator tilde, bitwise and operator, bitwise exclusive or cap operator, bitwise inclusive or operator. Then, okay, these are the 4. This is the order of execution of 4 operators. You can see the operators priority table. Look at their operators priority table. First, tilde operator, unary, tilde executed, then bitwise and, bitwise exclusive or, bitwise inclusive or. I hope you understand. And tell me, bitwise operator precedence with other operators. Operators usage in combination with other operators. Okay, what the combination operators? Okay, tell me, if I use these operators in combination with other operators, bitwise operators, these 3 operators and exclusive or operators are executed before logical operators and after equality operators. Okay, unary, arithmetic, first unary operators, arithmetic operators, shift operators, additional operators, equality operators, and then bitwise and bitwise operators. After bitwise operators, logical operators are executed. Would you, all you people understand? Can you, all you people comfortable with this? Got clarity? Yeah? And at last, assignment operator executed. Okay. It was compound assignment operators also executed. Then let us try to see some based on these interview questions. Based on these interview questions, to answer all these questions, let us develop sample program. Okay, bye. Chalo. Now let me try to show you a sample program. 1 second. These bitwise operators also, like logical operators, bitwise operators also executed with a truth table. The truth table is true false only. And tell me, in place of true, what will be used? 1. In place of 0, in place of false, what will be used? 0 will be used. Okay, let me show you. This is yesterday we discussed truth table. Bitwise singular, bitwise singular, bitwise cap can be used for either boolean and also numbers. Okay, integer numbers. So whatever the truth table I have given with boolean, same truth table applicable for numbers also, zeros and ones. Come on, same flow, bitwise and logical and same truth table. Observe, true 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 remaining all false, true 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 remaining all are false. Bitwise are at least one operand is true, result is true, both are false, then only false. Look at that, true 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 true, false false. Then what is the difference between bitwise or bitwise XR, bitwise inclusive or bitwise XR? Listen, look at the truth table, you will understand. If both operand values are same, result is false. True true false, false false false. If both operands are opposite, true false, false true, then true true execute. Everyone understand? There is a twist point here. What is the twist point? There is a twist point here. What the twist point? Can anybody guess? The only difference between logical and logical or logical cap or with logical logical and logical are two, bitwise and bitwise are one difference is there. In a logical and logical are, second expression may or may not executed. Okay, na? But in bitwise and bitwise are, second expression compulsory executed. After both expressions executed, final result will be generated. Hello, are you catching my point? That is very very important point, you should remember. For point number 1, always both operands are executed. Always both operands are executed. Okay, we can use both integer, character and boolean type operands. We cannot use float, double string and reference type operands. XR returns true only if the operand value is different. Operand's value is different. If same, returns false. Is it clear? These are the important points. If you remember these points, then we can work with programs. For example, we say SOPL and true. Okay, first and is executed, next XR executed, finally inclusive OR is executed. SOPL and true or false and true cap false. Tell me what is executed first. False and true executed, then the result cap false executed, then true final result is executed, right? So this is the expression. First false and true executed false, the next false cap false executed, both are same value false, then true or false, result is true. So this one screenshot is having all points here. One screenshot has all points. Is it clear to all? Now let's try to work with program. Look at here. I can use either true, false or integers. I'm trying to use integer first. Now look at that. I'm trying to use integer. 5 and 6. Result is what? Sir, how can I say 5 and 6 result? I should use a plus or minus. You should not use a plus or minus. You have to follow some small calculation here. What is that? Look at here. First, you have to convert 5 to binary number. I already told you how to convert binary number, right? In a literal chapter, already have explained how to convert decimal to binary. Divide by 2. Divide by 2, take reminder. Okay, 0, 1, 0, 1. 6 values 0, 1, 1, 0. Then now you should apply AND. It is AND operator, not plus or minus. AND operator means you have to follow truth table. Tell me what the truth table. 1, 0. What is 1, 0? 1 is true, 0 is false. True, false. True and false, false. False and true, false. True and true, true means 1. 0, 0, 0. That's it. If it is a addition operator, hello, bitwise addition operator, 1, 1, 1, 0 will come. 1, 0 will come. Here 0 will come. Here 1 will come. Okay. Don't follow. Don't confuse. Addition operator. Bitwise addition is different. Bitwise AND is different. Okay. Then tell me 0, 1 first bitwise. First you convert decimals to the binary. Following by. Now you should apply AND operator. You just consider 1 as a true, 0 as a false. True and false, false. False and true, false. True and true, true. And next false and false, false. Then finally this value converted to decimal. What the value of this? What is the decimal value of this? 4. 1, 2, 4. Result is 4. Excellent. Compile, executed. So I hope all you connected how to do calculation. Right? All you connected? All you connected to the all connected to the point? And then tell me. Can you please answer 5 or 6? Same. First you have to convert both decimal numbers to binary. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Then operator means, OR operator means, first you have to take 1 or 0, 1. 0 or 1, 1, 1 or 1, 1. At least one value true, true na. Then both are 0, 0, 0. Then converted it 4 plus 3, 7. 7 will come. This is how you have to do calculation. 7. Everyone understand? Next tell me. 5 cap 6. If I write 5 cap 6. Why the meaning of 5 cap 6? 5 cap 6 means if both are true or both are false, result is false. Else true. Tell me. 1, 0 opposite. True. 0, 1 opposite. True. 1, 1 0, 0, 0, 0. Then result is 2 plus 1, 3. 3 will come. Control 1 compile. Control. Everyone comfortable? Easy na? Muji topic, easy topic. Can I apply these operators on long data type? On long data type? Yes. Integers, not int nana, Srinivas. Integers, you can apply to integers. Integers means what? Byte, short, int, long. All 4 data types are comes under integer. So 5L, 6L. Then result is coming what? Same result. This one 3. Same result. 3 coming. 3 is going as int long 3L. Output is applying this formula is the same. But only thing is what? Only difference is what? You need to. Only difference is you need to convert it to long. Final result convert it to long. Output is 3L. Okay, fine. Then next, tell me now. Can I use characters? Yes. 97 and 98. Next, 97 or 98. 97 cap 98. Control 1, control 2. 96, 99, 3. So why 3 coming? You do calculation, yeah. Convert 97 into binary value, 98 into binary value, and try to work yourself. Is it clear? Narasimha Prasad, what should I explain? You want me to explain these 3 expressions? Narasimha Prasad, you want to explain these 3 expressions? Or what? I didn't understand your question. Narasimha Prasad, unmute. I didn't understand your question. Yeah, tell me. Which line number you are talking?
Sir, I have a doubt. 4 to 6, sir.
What is the doubt?
Sir, value convert into decimal. How to come for? I can't understand, sir. Once more again, sir.
Okay. This value 5 na? 5
Yes,
we
sir.
divide by 2.
Yes, sir.
2 2s, 4, remainder 1.
Yes.
2 1s, remainder 0. Then take
0. 0 1
1
0
0
1.
1. Okay. Take
Yes.
from down to up, right, left to right. Okay. 1 0 1. And always you take 4 digits. Add 0 by your 1 0 1 0 1.
Okay.
Now let us take 6. Now 6 2. Okay. 2 2s, 2 3s na?
2 3 just
6 0. Next
2 1 ja
2
1 ja, sir.
2 1s are 2. Remainder is 1.
1.
Okay. One small thing, a small change here. What do you need to do? You need to write here 0 1 1 or okay, 1 1 0, your wish, whatever the order you want you can write. Okay, left down to up, down to up, left to right. 1 1 0, left side add 1 0. Okay. Now you can also do conversion in another way. How? You take 2's multiplication. 1 into 2 2, 2 into 2 4, 4 into 2 8, 8 into 2 16, 32, 64,
64.
128. Okay, this is called 8-bit.
Okay, sir.
Something is missing. Yeah, this is 8-bit process. 8 bits you take. Now if you count which bits you are getting 5, check. If you, can I apply these operators to Boolean data types? Yes. Okay, we can also apply to Boolean data types. we can also apply to Boolean data types. So no compile time error, no runtime error, will get result. Same true, true, true and true, false. True or false, true. True and false, true, because opposite. Just follow table. Now tell me, can I apply these operators to floating point data types? No. Okay. Can I apply to float? No. Double? No. String? No. Compiler throw error. Incompatible types or bad operand types. Bad operand types, bad operand types, bad operand types. Okay. Then next. Why again given these points? Okay. Tell me, are these statements compiled? Think yourself. Are these statements compiled or not? Check. Are these statements compiled? Is it single and or double and? It is single and or double and? It is double and. Double and is not bitwise operator. It's a logical and. Logical and is applied only for Boolean. If you try to numbers, compiler throw error, bad operands. Bad operand types were binary operator and AND. Okay. Then next. What about this one? Allowed true and false. What is the result? False. Okay. Next. Can I apply R? Any error here? Which line is error? System.out.print 5 or 6. True or false? Which one is error? 5 or 6 is error because double R not allowed to number. You will get error bad operand types for binary operator. Then next. This is compiled fine. We will get output true. Okay. Then next tell me. I am using single and double and to Boolean. Allowed? Allowed. Same result we will get. But what is the difference between them? Both operands are executed. Here both operands executed. Here also both operands are executed because first operand is true. If I take R, here both operands executed, but here only first operand executed, second operand is not executed. How can I prove that second operand executing, first operand only executing? How can I prove that? Yesterday shown you method calls. I'm calling M1 method with a double and M2 method. Tell me, M1 is method return type is already yesterday program only true only I have taken. Boolean value true, M2 method return value false. True, false I am taken. And tell me now, M1 output is very that method. Output is what? From M1 return true. True and okay, we have to take decision based on second operand. M2 method also executed. Okay. Then output is what? False. From M1, from M2, false. Control 1, control 2. From M1, M2, false. Okay. Then if you take reverse M2 first and M2 value is false. When it is false, second operand is not executed. Output is only M2 false. Control 1, control 2. Look at that M2 false. Okay. Tell me, if I use a single and, bolo, what happened? If I take single and, compulsory both operands are executed, I told you. M1, M2, false. M2, M1, false we will get. Control 1, control 2. M1, M2, false. M2, M1, false. Already following? Then next. Tell me now. Here I am writing M1, M2, M2, M1, double R. Logical R it is. Logical R means second operand may not be executed. You should be very careful. Now this is M1 return true. So output is M1 true. Only M1 true. Second is M2 M1 true. M1 true, M2 M1 true. If you take single R, bitwise operator means compulsory both operands are executed. Right, tell me. M1, M2 true, M1, M2 true, M2 M1 true. Control 1, control 2. So these are the important points you have to notice. Okay. So whatever the written test exam required points to pass written test exam, what are the points you need? All points I have completed. Can hope everyone understood? Now we need to understand the last point, combination data types. Okay. If I use combination, then which operator first executed, what happened? I want you answer. Tell me, combination I am using. Is it allowed or not? I have written like this, 5 and 6 and 7, like 5 plus 6 plus 7. Like how we can use plus operators multiple times. Can I use and also multiple times? 5 and 6 and 7. Okay. Before going to this expression, okay, I wanted one small expression, okay? 5 or 6 and 7, 7 cap, where is cap? 7 cap, this is R. 5 or okay, hold on. Already down that bit is there, we will discuss that. And now first you tell me here. 5 and 6 and 7. What is the output? Is it allowed or not? Allowed, no problem. 5 and 6 executed, result and 7 executed. 5 and 6 result is what? 7. 7 and 7 result will executed, we are getting output. Control 1, control 2. We got 4. All people got same answer. Java JVM is giving 4. Java compiler JVM is giving 4. Okay, next. Can I use single and double and combination? Can I use a single and double and combination? 5 and 6 and 7. Double and operands are what? Only Boolean. Now 5 and 6, 7. 7 and 7. Bad operand types. It doesn't accept. Okay. Bad operand types for binary operator, double and. Int, not allowed. Okay. Can I use a true? With a true value combination, can I use? True and true and true. Yes, because single and Boolean result, Boolean operands accepted, double and also Boolean operand accepted. Which operand first executed? Come on. Which operand is first executed? Single and or double and? Single and is always first executed. Bitwise operator first and then logical next, na? According to precedence table. True and true. Result is true. True and true result is true. Finally output is true. Control 1, control 2. Result is true. I want to prove that first single and executed and then double and executed. How can you prove? If you want to prove, some the message should display on the console. So I'm writing like this. Methods I called. Okay, tell me. First M2 method, from M2 true, and from M1 true, true and true, true, true and M1 again executed. So total output is what? From M here M2, M1, M1, final result is true. M2, M1, M1, true. M2, M1, hey. My God, sorry. M2, what value coming? Yeah, I misunderstand. M2 value, what coming? M2 value is false, right? M2 value is false. So just take an above expression, okay. M2 value is not false. False and, tell me, M1 executed or not executed? Executed, right? Both operands must execute. False and true, result is what? False and true, result is false. M1 executed or not executed? Not executed. First operand is false, second operand not executed. Result is what? False. False. M1, M2 false. M2, M1 false. Okay, everyone understand? Is it clear? Am I confusing you? Is it clear to all? Any confusion? Now, can you please answer next question? Can you please answer next question? I have written like this. Then what is the output? You only try first. M2 returning false. First I have used double and then single and. I reversed. False and anything is what? False. Like a complete expression not executed, right? Complete expression not executed, right? M2 false only should come. As per our previous understanding, if a double and is there, until left side operand not evaluated, right side it will not come. So as per our understanding, as per our and operator evaluation previous, false, only M2 false should come. Let's see what happened. Control 1, control. Yes, our algorithm is right. Our algorithm is right. Until left side evaluation not completed, right side JVM will not go. So our algorithm second time is proved again. M2 M1 not executed, na? So until left side not completed, true false not generated, it will not go to right side. Okay, next. Now tell me now, here with OR operator. Same program with OR operator I have taken. OR double and combination. Oh my god. Double and double R single and can you please quickly try to answer? So more test cases I am giving to make you practice more in the class. Our class is not 1 hour, our class is 2 hours. Are you catching my point? Our class is 2 hours, that's why more test cases we can practice. If you are learning Java for 1 hour, you will have to practice your own and by your own you have to practice. If you are your own practice, that much talent if you have, why you join course? Come on. M1 or M3, and M2, and M2, and M1. Tell me, what the first priority? Double R, double and, single and. When the priority came into picture? That's very important. That's very important point you should understand here. Whenever you find logical and logical OR, first you have to divide the expression into left to right. And in a left side, you have to follow precedence. Right side, you have to apply precedence. You must not apply precedent to complete expression. That's what I am telling. According to operator's table, okay? According to operator's table, operator precedence table, here, first priority to single and, second priority to double and, third priority to double R, right? If you execute from like this, you will get wrong answer. Okay, that's point already told. When you find double and double R single and in the expression, you must keep divide left side until left side not executed. You cannot execute right side. Yes, first operand is this is single and to execute. First of all, you have to see right side na, left side na. To left side execute, double and is there. To execute double and, again left side required. Left side is what? Double and. Again to execute double and, left side is required. Left side is what? R. So R is first execute. Hello, did you understand? First R executed, with this R result and executed, with that result and executed, with that result single and execute. Hello. Did you understand the way of thinking this double and double operator execution? First left side should execute. Yes, operator precedence only I am following. Operator's precedence wise, single and is first execute. But its left side should execute. Based on left side, right side will go. Left side is what there? Double and. To execute double and, again what we required? Left side should execute. Okay, left side again double and. Left side double and, again R. So that's why first R is executed. Right. And tell me now, M3 value how much? M3, where are you, my dear M3? M3 Boolean false. Okay, M3 is also returning false. Now come on, try to answer. M1 value true. If one value is true, first operand is true, second operand executed or not executed? Come on, come on. If a first operand is true, second operand executed or not executed? Not executed, it's ignored. Output is M1 true. M1 true. That's it. I, wonderful. I am very much confident, very much comfortable. So I don't know how much you are comfortable. Okay. Okay, I'm full confident now I can answer because these many bits after practicing, same point I'm applying. Bits may be changing. Bits may be changing. Number of depth is changing. The level of depth is maybe changing, but the point is same. Okay, truth table, if you remember, you can answer easily. Then tell me next expression. Next expression, first expression, both are same, na? No difference, right? Now I'm removing it. So copy paste may be mistake. Tell me now. Next expression. Bolo. M3 or M1 and M2 and M2 and M1. Bolo. What is the output will come? Up to what level it is executed? Think. M3, M1, M2 false. What is M3 value? False. M1 value true. M2 value false. M3 value written what? False. False. First operand false means cannot decide depending on second operand. Second operand is what? M1. M1 is true. Now M3, M1 true. When left operand is true, and then should execute right operand also, na? Then M2. Output is what? M3, M1, M2. M2 returns what? False. True and then false. False. This entire result is coming false. When first operand is false, and then operator next operands are not executed, na? So now output is M3, M1, M2 false. M3, M1, M2 false. Control 1, control 2. M1, M3, M1, M2 false. Hey, my answer is right. What about your answer? All you people are comfortable? Huh? Because these points are little tough. That's why I'm uploading all these videos to YouTube. Are you seeing? Prepare your own notes. I prepared my own notes. That's why I'm understanding. I understood. Okay, able to answer all points correctly. You also prepare your own notes. Every point I'm typing, whatever the new point is coming, I'm typing that point. I'm not ignoring, right? And you should also prepare your own notes with those points. Right, repeat once again. In an expression, if you want to execute double and double R, single and single R, first left side, it's a left side operand should execute. So you no need to follow operator precedence table. Just you take expression. In that expression, first you keep left to right found. Is there any bitwise and bitwise or logical and logical or? If available, divide it into two halves. Expression divide into two halves. This logical and logical are single bitwise and bitwise are bitwise exclusive are. Left side first expression execute with the operands by following operator precedence. Generate the Boolean value true or false. Based on that is generated result true and false, right side expression should execute or not execute, you take decision. That's it. Simple point. Then now tell me, here I am using combination of all the expressions. If I use a combination of all operands, I am using combination of all bitwise operands. Okay, single and singular, single cap. Bolo. If I write like this, now which operand first should execute? Same flow, same flow. First what should execute? Cap should execute. To execute cap, okay, first and should execute. No? And. Okay, I'll do one thing. I will change like this. Middle I will bring them. Like this I will write. Okay, let me write like this. And now tell me, first what should execute? And to execute and left side expression should evaluate. Right? Left side expression R. R 5 or 6 first evaluated based on the result, next executing, right? What the output? Find out yourself. 5 or 6, then result and 7, then result and cap should come. Let's see. Find out what the result coming. $15 is the output. Let's see now. I will also apply. Let me also try. First 5 or 6. 5 0 1 0 1 or 0 1 1 0. Result is 1 1 1 0. Okay, and then with this value you must apply 7. What the 7 value? 0 1 1 1 and 1 1 1 0. With this result you should apply 8. 8 means what? 1 0 0 0. Okay, cap means what? Opposite or same, result is true. 1 1 1 1. Output is 50. देखा था? 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. 8 plus 4 12, 12 plus 3 50. So I hope our algorithm is according to precedence table. According to precedence table, 6 and 7 first execute, but it will not execute. Why? Left side should, final result should come, single value should come. Left side should be single value should come. Okay, like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division operators, you must not execute with logical and bitwise and. Okay, please remember, make a note. If the same statement, if you write like this, if you write like this, 5 plus 6, 6 into 7 by 8, if you write like this, then you should not execute 5 plus 6 into 7 by 8. You will get wrong result. First you have to execute multiplicative operator. 6 into 7, how much? By 8, how much? By 8, how much? Plus 5. Plus 5. Total result? Total result? 10. Okay, na? So operator precedence with arithmetic operator, you have to follow table. Okay, now? But if you come to bitwise and bitwise or bitwise exclusive or logical and logical or, you must not consider just one value. Okay, right side complete expression is considered as one operand. Single value considered as an operand for arithmetic operators. Bitwise and bitwise or logical and logical or will not consider single value as an operand, complete expression considered as a operand, because these are meant for concatenating expressions, na? Concatenating expressions. So right side full expression is evaluated, final result generated, then only it is moving to left side. Please try to practice once. Now tell me next. I want to prove our evaluation order is correct. For proving evaluation order, I have written M1, M1 methods like this. M5, M6, M7, M8. Now let's see M6 value. What is this methods called? M5, M6, M7, M7. Okay. 5, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. Okay. I'll do one thing. Okay. The same I want to prove with addition operator. What is the output coming? 5 place I am writing M5, M6, M7, M7, M8. Okay, then what is the flow output? First M6 and M7, then M8, then M5. M6, M7, M8, M5 should execute. Let's see. No. Sorry. Output wise will get different here. What I told you first, we'll get output M5, M6, M7, M8. What the first statement I told you? Variables and method calls are replaced with values now. Okay, let me write all the statements for your clarity. First step, what happened? All variables and method calls are replaced with their values. Expression evaluation. Expression evaluation order. First step, we must find, are there any logical or bitwise and bitwise or bitwise cap. Second, if you found divide the complete expression into two parts. Okay, first we must evaluate left expression, then based on first expression result true or false, we must evaluate second expression. Okay, then fourth step, in first expression again problem will start. In first expression, verify are there any compound assignment operators. If you found, expand it to complete form. Expand it to complete form. Okay, a complete form or full form. Okay, if you found, expand it to full form. Next, fifth, then fifth step, replace all variables and method calls with their values. Sixth most important, if there is any bracket parenthesis, if there any round bracket, if there is any round bracket parenthesis, until all variables replaced in this parenthesis don't move to right side variables or method calls to replace. Oh my God, sir, these many points I should apply, sir. My maths is very easy. BODMAS rule gone, right? If take, maths, just BODMAS rule completed, sir. What is this nonsense? This is Java math. Why people are feeling Java very tough? Because these many points are there to understand. But once you work with multiple cases, all these points are become bacha concepts. Only thing you have to love, you must love. You must show difference. Yes, I want to show difference between me and others. I want to be different from others. People should praise me. Ah, super, this fellow know many points. So if you have that interest, then all these points will become very easy to you and you will enjoy learning all these points. If you are feeling, if you don't have the target of, dominating others, then you will feel that, yeah, this is nonsense. You will feel. Okay? We must find, okay, let me write like this. We must find double and double R, single and singular cap in an expression. First we must find double and double R, single and singular cap in this expression. If found, divide the complete expression into two parts. Okay, this is the first step. Next, first we must evaluate left expression or left side expression. Then based on first expression result true or false, we must evaluate second expression, means what? Right side expression. Are you catching my point? Clear? Now in first expression means what? Left side expression, verify, are there any compound assignment operators? Verify, are there any compound assignment operators? If found, expand it to full form first. Already explained this point, how to expand it to full form. All points we discussed, final conclusion points I am giving, okay? If you found, expand it to full form. After full form expanding, then replace all variables and method calls with their values. Where? In the left expression only. Then in left side expression, replace all variables and method calls with their values. Only left side expression, not in complete expression. Okay? If there are any round bracket, until all variables replaced in this bracket, okay, don't move to right side variables or method calls to replace. Don't go to right side to replace variables and method calls in this left side expression. Again important. In this left side expression. Only currently we are working with only left side, right side is still we didn't move. Okay, na? And then tell me seventh point. Variables method calls are replaced. Then seventh point, tell me. Seventh point. Seventh point, tell me. Now in left side operand, now in left side expression, apply operator precedence, promote all lesser range values to highest range data type value used in this left side expression. Then find final result. So this is the way you have to work. Last point, apply the same above procedure from step number 4 to step number 7 and find result. That's it. So this is the expression evaluation order. Keep practicing, all these points will automatically come to your mind. No need to worry about it. Take screenshot and apply. Please read 1 minute. Are there any mistakes? Now, can you please apply this point in this program and find output? I want you to evaluate this statement. Apply this point here. First, what you should do, we must find double and double or single and singular cap there. No, not there. Then next go. First, we must evaluate left operand. From if not found, then directly we go to which step? Fourth step. Now find, are there any compound assignment operators? No. Then directly go to fifth step. Then in left side expression, okay, here only one expression, left to right not there, only one expression. Replace all variables and method calls with their values. Replace M5 replace with 5, M6 replace with 6, M7 replace with 7, M8 replace with 8. Then output will be coming on the console, M5, M6, M7, M8. First step, all these methods are called. First M5 called, 5 coming. Okay, the next M6, 6 coming. The next M7, 7 coming. Then M8, 8 coming. Okay, now? Finally, the statement becomes this statement. After replacing variables and method calls in their values, if there is any round bracket until all variables replaced in this bracket. There are no round bracket. Recollect. Next, go to 7th step. 6th step, you cannot go to 7th step. Now in this left side expression, applied operator precedence. Apply operator precedence. First into 6 into 7, 42 na. Next 42 by 7. 42 by 7. 5. Next 5 plus 5, 10. Okay. So this is how the expression is evaluated. We already learned this point, but after a double and bracket compound assignment operators came, small confusion came. And this is the complete operator evaluation order. First, I have explained you only this step, 7th step only. When I'm explaining arithmetic operators, I explain only 7th step. After compound assignment operators and bracket is introduced, after bracket introduced, then I have explained these 2 points combined. After compound assignment operator introduced, these 3 points combined. After double and double R came, then these are all the expressions. This is the final story. All operators completed, this is the final story. Wherever you go, any number of expressions you try, you'll get the same output. Is it clear? Let me run this program and we'll get the same result 10 or not. My output would be M5, M6, M7, M8, 10. Let's see. If our algorithm is right, output will be right. Look at that. Yes. M5, M6, M7, M8, 10. Okay, now? Next. And now come here. In this expression, in this expression, okay, let me add. Already you evaluated this expression. Okay. Now you please try to work with this. Mummy Chachin Gurre. Evaluate this expression. Evaluate this expression and tell me. Okay, I will do one thing. Let me take here 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5. Okay. Same I'm calling methods. M5, M6, M7, M8, M5, M6, M7, M8, M5. Okay. Now, this one question you solve every day. This entire algorithm will be under your control. Will you? Okay. Okay, take screenshot and try yourself. This is assignment to you. Apply this one here and you try to find output by your own. Definitely you will enjoy very much. There is no double and, there is no double and, there is no double R. Compulsory, all operators are executed. And there is a addition operator, subtraction operator, multiplication operator, division operator, all operators also used. So try to work, you fully enjoy. This is the complete assignment. Okay. So I'm so happy. Now, so with this knowledge, I hope double and double R operator completed. Okay. And also there is a point called working with the double and double R cap with the negative numbers. Working with a negative number is not that much easy. There is a horrible stories are there, lot of calculations are there. I tried to explain these points in a previous batches. No one has understood, and whatever the knowledge they gain, everything they forgot finally. Okay, so what I am trying to do, I am not going to teach with a negative number. You try to understand with negative number by your own. Okay, there are so many videos are there, blogs are there. Okay, you can try by your own. Work with a negative number. And in projects, we never work with a negative number. Don't worry. 99.999% in projects will work with positive numbers. And you know, very very important. You know, bitwise and bitwise are in your projects development. You never use. Don't worry. This is only for interview point of view learning. But in projects, bitwise and bitwise are we never use. Okay, na? Bitwise and shift operators in the projects we never use. Only you know, in data structures applications, data structures wise applications, and you know, memory bitwise memory level applications only they are used. 99% bitwise and shift operators we don't use in our regular projects. Okay, only interview point of view knowledge is required. So please take screenshot of all these programs, this complete program. 1 2 3 4. Okay, this negative number calculation you try yourself. Okay, and here I want to take screenshot. You must to apply this algorithm here to find correct answer. Already we applied here, and now in combination with the double and double R you have to apply. Completed. Next page, methods. Okay, so that's all for the day. Topic completed. Bitwise operators. Expecting all the people to practice, sir. Practice and give your explanation in your group and match with your friends. And tomorrow later some test cases are there. Yeah, bitwise complement operator, bitwise compound assignment operator. Okay, now these two we need to understand. And bitwise left shift, bitwise right shift, bitwise double right shift, and all unary operators completed, ternary operator. That's it. So remaining are just a small points. Okay, complicated points complete. Right, we'll see remaining points in tomorrow class. Please practice all these points and come. Okay.